Hello everybody and welcome back once more to Anime Yay or Nay. I am TheOutbackAl.
I'm Hot for Justice.
I'm Yin&Jung.
I'm Chibi Noob.
I'm Envy Jitters.
I'm CheerandCosplay.
And I'm Kozi.
And we're back with what did we watch last week? We watched a thing about creating a family, forming together. Now we're gonna watch something about a pseudo single dad. I think we're just kind of having
single mom.
Single mom. We're
Mom.
essentially having an overall arcing thing of what is becoming a trend in Japan. Please have children anime. So, we watched...
Your birth rate's too low, damn it.
Yeah.
Fuck already.
Look, I'm gonna be real with you. Few years we might be there too. So...
Possibly, yes.
Yeah. Large, existential crisis issues aside, we watched... The Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting this week. Envy, you recommended this. Why did you do that? That sounds like I'm accusing you. I'm not accusing you of anything.
Why would you do this?
I'm not accusing him of anything, but why did you decide to recommend this?
Yes, how dare I give us an anime to watch.
Why the fuck did you recommend this?
You've done this.
I mean, this is probably one of the only shows that I'm watching this season that isn't a sequel to something, so it's something brand new, and it's an interesting concept. I mean, obviously, the found family is nothing new, but, a Yakuza mobster taking care of a 7-year-old girl, sure, why not?
And yet, at the same time, I feel like there was a movie like this. I know I've definitely watched a lot of, kid and bodyguard things, especially in, the early 90s.
Oh yeah, there was there was that old pacifier movie with Vin Diesel years ago where he was like a spy taking care of kids.
Yeah.
Even before that, though, do you guys
hate that movie
Did you
so much.
guys ever watch? I think it was called First Kid, and it was about the president's son, and his bodyguard was Sinbad. I think that was it. I think it was Sinbad.
No.
That sounds like it would have been.
Sounds fantastic, though.
I watched one, I think it was called First Daughter, and it was about the president's daughter just
I remember that
trying to date people, and it turned out they were Secret Service in disguise.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. That's what's weird. There was also another one called My Date with the President's Daughter.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
No,
It was a decom.
you're thinking of, they're both real movies. One of them has, I think, Will Friedle from Boy Meets World.
It had
And
a
the other
theme
one-
song.
And the other one was Mandy Moore, right?
My date with the
president's daughter.
Instantly in your head again.
With her.
But yeah, all
One
of these
was-
things exist.
One was on Disney Channel, and the other one wasn't. So in one of them, they were able to get sloshed.
Yeah. Well, they were in Europe, 18's the drinking age and all that sort of stuff. He wasn't part of the Secret Service. He was part of the British Secret Service or something. MI something.
Oh, she was betraying the country.
Okay, I'm thinking of
What
First
are you
Daughter.
talking about?
I'm thinking First Daughter. She wanted to date someone. She meets a guy in Europe. They run away. Turns out he's actually part of the British government, and he's contracted by. Wait a minute, Mark Harmon was her dad from NCIS.
No.
You said meets a guy in Europe and runs away, and I thought of the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Okay, that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Look, there's a lot of we're getting really off topic here. This is a discussion for later. We will have this discussion later on in the episode, but for now, the Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting. So this is exactly what it is. There's a Yakuza enforcer who is told to babysit his boss's daughter.
Yep.
That's the premise. I mean, I like that. You sum it up really easy.
I mean, the premise of the show is in the title.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
I mean, also, it is still currently airing.
That's
Correct.
true.
Yes.
I think I saw
So
Crunchyroll.
we're not that far.
Crunchyroll had 5 episodes out whenever we watched yesterday.
Episode 6 just came out.
Okay.
Episode 6 just came out on Thursday.
Okay. So this is coming out on Thursday. So there should be 6 episodes now. We watched half of what's out right now.
Yeah.
What did everybody think?
I guess I can go first since I recommended it. I enjoyed it. I mean, it's nothing too deep or fancy, but it's something calm and relaxing. And I mean, I'm a sucker for a good healthy relationship between an adult and a kid in anime. I have to preface healthy in quotation marks.
Please,
So-
God, leave it healthy.
But yeah, it's cute, and yeah, I mean, obviously, it sucks that Yaika, the 7-year-old, came out of season right after Anya, where Anya is just full of personality, and Yaika is very calm and nervous, but she's still adorable, and the other side characters seem pretty fun as well, especially I forget his name, but the pseudo best friend / punching bag to Kirishima. He's like, I don't even know why he's a mobster to be honest.
Is that
Maybe just because
He
he had
had-
nowhere else to go.
He had no other prospects.
Shigeharu?
I think it's his blonde,
Sugihara.
his blonde friend with the
Sugihara.
lip ring.
Yeah.
I don't mean to go off subject this early again. I looked it up. Cece, you're not crazy to think that I was that I was completely making up another movie, because I was. The one I was thinking of was Chasing Liberty,
Yeah.
which is also about the president's daughter going and running away with some guy in Europe, and they both came out like within months of each other. Like, it's really
okay.
weird. Yours starred
In
Katie
President's
Holmes,
Daughter,
right?
they don't go to Europe. They just go to college.
Okay, yeah, yours was the other one.
I think there was some sort of trend that people were trying to unlock there, and I think they were just kind of like, you know what, let's throw this at the wall, see what sticks.
I can go into
What year
like,
was this?
2004. I could go into like a
2004.
bunch of
Was
movies.
this before or after Bush's daughter ran away?
2004 would have been he was elected for a second time, so it could have been like I don't know how old they would have been at that point. Could have been. I don't know. Maybe they were
Yep.
latching on to.
Maybe this trend of
yeah.
movies is everybody just like, man, I want to fuck Bush's daughter.
I haven't really seen them.
No,
but
she literally ran away.
yeah, well, you know.
I
It
would
was like a
too.
national emergency. I do not remember this.
I feel like I remember a lot of other national emergencies happening all at that time, so they all sort of like, coalesce into
blurred
one
together.
big blurb.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Before I moved across the country, like, that was a crisis in itself.
Yeah. I digress. Back to what we were talking about. Just weird how many movies are like the same movie coming out the same year. So we were talking about the Yakuza, the friend. Like, are we just talking about like the cast and whatnot?
Well, what did everyone think?
I enjoyed this. This was fun. It was a cute little show, and for some reason, I've been watching so many cute little shows nowadays. So this is just par for the course a little bit. I'm
welcome.
very glad that it's a lot less creepy than its marketing material looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the number one thing I thought when I looked up. I just did a Google image search for this, and it looks creepy. Like, I don't know. I think it's just the guy's face. He
He has a creepy face.
he's got a creepy face. I'm hoping so badly that if they dub this, they're not going to get, like, Maury's voice actor to play this guy.
Oh
Stop.
dear God.
Oh my god. That would suck.
Yeah, he's got, like, a good dad voice.
Maury?
No, this
Ah,
guy.
okay.
Yeah, this guy has a pretty big range of emotions, unlike
Yeah.
Maury.
That awkward moment, though, where in the
Yeah.
show he's actually 27, and that's how old most of us are.
I know.
I mean, no. I mean, he is 28, so...
Yeah, he's 28.
I
Yeah.
saw and I was like, man, I'm not ready for that.
Me either.
What, children? That's fine.
Yeah.
Babysitting one is enough.
Yeah.
Even babysitting one, I don't know if I'm ready.
Well,
I mean, I think, for me, it depends on the kid.
Yeah, I just want the most, like, quiet, pleasant kid.
this kid seems pretty pleasant.
Yeah.
Like, they're
No,
kind of
I
like...
mean, but she's 7.
I mean, she kind of, like, shut off a little bit, but...
Well, I mean,
yeah,
I
it doesn't
feel...
help when your mom's comatose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she's a little bit emotionally, reserved.
Stunted.
I don't know about stunted.
No, just reserved. Like, not necessarily stunted.
She's got to shut off a little
I
bit.
mean, she
Bottled up.
doesn't live with her mother or father. Like, she's never even really known her mother.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah.
aunt was always super busy, it looked like.
Yeah, but she was living with her, so at the very least, like, they have something, I guess.
At least the dad tries to, somewhat be nice to her. It's not like he's the mean dad where it's like, get away from me, you peasant, or something like that. At least he somewhat seems like he cares about her.
I mean, I don't
I
think
think
we
he-
would... I don't think we would be here if he didn't care
No.
about her, because there wouldn't be a show then.
Yeah, I feel like he realizes that there is definitely, like, something lacking, at least in, like, her care. So I feel like he's doing what he can to, like, try to supplement it in some
Though
way.
why he would choose to use his deadliest assassin to
Okay.
babysit her.
Well,
that's-
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I had a problem with.
At least from the opening, I feel like we can infer that it was maybe an assassination attempt on the mother that put her in the coma.
That's what I think as well.
Yeah.
It just feels like, by what he said, it's almost like he's trying to use his daughter to teach, like, this assassin guy a lesson about something. And I'm like, I don't like that.
I think it's a two birds with one stone kind of thing. I think he's trying to maybe teach him a little more restraint, a little more responsibility. Because here's the thing. He's the top guy. He's he's the first lieutenant, so he's high up in there. But he still is very, like, I'll fly off the handle kind of thing. If he continues, like, he's going to need to... This is the guy he's going to want to train up to be, like, his second in command kind of thing.
Well, like, buy him a dog or something.
Okay,
If you're kidding.
Look, I hear what you're saying. I think this is two-pronged. One, he wants to teach this guy more responsibility, more restraint, so he can eventually be a better leader in the organization. Number two, I feel like, and I don't know that we've gotten there yet, but we've had talks, we're hearing, like, a little bit like there are other families. They're not always on good terms. There have been some violent episodes here and there. I'm wondering if he's like, okay, we may be going to war at some point. I don't want my daughter living outside of my house where she's not protected. And if I'm going to have her around, I want to put the guy I know can take anyone around.
He's basically... At this point, I basically think he's, like, getting his first lieutenant basically trained up and basically sort of more or less, like, well acquainted with his daughter, because this guy's more or less probably going to become her bodyguard at some point.
I think he basically is at this point, whether they realize it or not.
You know what I think?
Yin, think of Kirishima as vicious. Everything he does reflects on the family.
Okay, which version of vicious? Because that's a loaded statement.
The live action. The live action.
Fuck you. I don't think this guy is nearly as bad as that.
See,
Well, no, but everything
I am insulted.
he does, because he's so high up, reflects on the family in their standing with other families and with the public.
I get that. I just feel like maybe there could have been a better example.
You
I
just
think-
don't want to hear about Vicious.
I don't.
I think that this is a TV show, and that having the assassin as the babysitter makes for the most interesting story.
It definitely does.
You see, we're trying to find different meaning, and here's Gav. It's like, the
I know,
TV show
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, like, I just think it's like, who else would you put in charge, like, for a story premise? Like, you're coming up with a story, and you're like, yeah, let's put the most vicious dude in, like, charge for, like,
You said
In
the
charge
B
of-
word.
yeah, let's put the most violent,
There you go,
the
that's
most
better.
violent dude in charge of this, like, little girl. Like, yeah, I think that's a good premise for your story. Like,
Well, I mean,
I've
here's...
seen-
True, but
my whole thing is like, I think at some point, I feel like the boss is kind of expecting him to leave, because from episode 3, we can already see that he did have sort of, like, other, like, connections, like, with the one woman, where we have, like, that very brief little flashback. So he's, like, maybe sort of preparing him to, like, get out of the life at some point.
Wait, he had a
Maybe by
flashback
the end
with
of
someone?
the series.
are you talking
There
about
was like
Aoi?
a very short flashback of a silhouette of a woman.
Oh.
I missed it.
Yeah, I don't know what you're
Yeah, I
talking
don't know what
about.
you're talking about there. I mean, I don't...
I mean, it's kind of like the one who left who has the son that they ran into at the hospital.
Yeah, Aoi or whatever his
Yeah,
name
but
was.
that's one of those situations where that just sort of like comes up. You can't be like, okay, I'm going to get you ready for the moment that this comes up. I mean,
Well,
for
I
all
mean,
we
it's
know,
not that he's getting him ready, but I feel like he expects it.
I don't
given
think
what
so.
he knows of his past.
The
But
vibe I was getting from the boss was that he was trying to move everything above board and maybe away from the crime in the underworld.
I don't know that I saw anything of that. That might be a possibility. I think this is mostly like teaching experience for him, bodyguard for my daughter, 2 birds, 1 stone. You know, I don't have to worry anymore because I know she's safe. So,
Yeah, that's fair.
you know, I can focus on the mob.
I can get behind that.
are
Yeah.
the rest of us going to give our opinions?
Was who?
What?
The rest of us going to give our opinions, because I feel like only a few of us have actually said
Go
anything.
for it. I mean,
Are we doing the yay or nays already?
No, but we were just going around and telling each other, like, what we thought.
Ah.
And then we went off into a tangent again.
it's not really a tangent if it's about the topic.
I mean, except it's like, we started off with Envy, and we only got to you, so...
I thought Envy was just explaining the show.
No, I know, but he said, oh, I liked it, and then Al went on and said,
See-
oh, I liked it, and we still haven't heard from Gav.
See, now we're breaking down the format, and that's a tangent. Yeah, go for it.
I loved it. Like, I don't know about the rest of you, but like, I guess at first I was kind of like, I don't know, like, this is a little like, not like the funniest thing I've ever seen, but then, like, as I kept watching it, I was like, no, you know what, I really like this. This is, like, really cute, and I kind of like what they were doing with, like, the different, like, almost making him, like, be part of their, like, family, like, the found family, like, trope, and I thought that it was cute when she was, like, holding him and Sugihara's like hand at the like fireworks festival, and I was like, oh, it's almost like she's got 2 dads.
She's got 3 dads.
Yeah, 3 dads now.
She's just out there stealing all the dads.
Just
Yeah.
collecting dads like
Collecting-
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Dad.
Dream dad. But I thought it was really cute. Like, I don't know, like, I like the characters. I thought they were fun, like, besides for, like, just our main characters, like, the side characters as well. I am curious to know what's going on with silver-haired dude who...
Orochimaru eyes?
Yeah.
Who's,
who's
like,
in-
It feels like he's trying to smell Kirishima.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's uncomfortable.
He's an Orochimaru type. He's going to be uncomfortable.
He's a little obsessed.
Yeah, I thought, like, he seemed interesting, though, too, and I was like, I am looking forward to getting to know him as well.
You know, Gav, I had to say, I could picture you cosplaying as Sugihara in the future.
Honestly.
Do it.
He's got that aesthetic.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw this out here. Orochimaru guy. That's the guy you give Mori's voice to.
True. That
Mm.
makes more sense.
And God, what was I gonna say?
How you're into Hisoka types.
No. That's not even close.
Yeah, but it feels like it's going there.
No, not quite. No, I'm interested to, like, see the characters, like, in the, like, I know more characters will get introduced as the episodes, like, continue on. I saw the next episode was something about, like, they become streamers.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, don't watch it. It's completely filler. The
Oh.
episode even makes fun of it.
oh, but, like, I think that's fun. Streamers.
Well, there's a twist for it that kind of makes the episode pointless in my book, but I won't spoil it.
They
Oh.
didn't put the record button on. Oh, shit.
No, I think that would be a fun episode, though. Like, my dads are streamers. I don't know.
I feel like if you put this solely from the perspective of the kid, every episode could just be called My Dads Are or My Dads Do.
Yeah. You could.
But yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah, I really liked it too. I thought it was very cute. I do like the funny contrast of the violent whatever vicious guy with the little girl now.
We gotta stop using that word.
Whatever we want to call him.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I like the characters too. I thought it was fun overall. I think Gav said like a lot of my thoughts, so yeah, I would definitely keep watching it though. I think it was a lot of fun.
I also really like this one. I think it's more for the fact that, like, as kind of like, granted, it's like a slice of life Yakuza kind of deal, but it's kind of like not really comedy. It's more like, I guess, how am I supposed to describe this? It's basically, it feels like it's cute, but it's a little bit more on the serious side, just given, like, granted, it's about, like, a gangster trying to, babysit a little girl, but it's kind of like, they delve into the emotions quite a bit with these characters, and I'm actually really enjoying that, rather than it just be silly hijinks all the time.
Yeah.
Also, the opening is too good.
Why did they start with an image of its crotch, though?
I don't know, but the music is great.
Okay, so I wasn't the only one who thought it was weird.
No,
Yeah,
I think that was
I
weird
also
too.
was like, this is an odd angle to start at.
I
Why?
think they're trying to like focus on their hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His hands were in his pocket, so the whole shot is his crotch.
Yeah.
You
hands were
have
in his pockets. Her hands were on her backpack straps.
start with the feet,
I
man.
don't know.
Yeah, it was a weird start, but the music was good. So, but yeah, I was really enjoying it. So yeah.
Yeah, the manga's still ongoing. I think I looked it up before we started recording. I think there's only 8 volumes of it so far, so it's not like it's a very long series right now.
I mean, do they have it printed in English anywhere?
I don't know.
That would
I
be
don't-
the thing that I care about.
Question for the people who have manga to adaptation experience. 8 volumes. Is that enough to get them through a season 2 or something? Or is this going to be like a Nozaki where they run out and they can't do it?
Yeah, they need
Yes.
to wait.
So, I feel like if it's an 8-volume series, depending on how long the volumes are, usually if it's about a 200 or like 175 page volume, given how Spy Family did about like 3 volumes worth of material for one season, I would definitely say that they do have enough if they wanted to do like a second core or a season 2. But that's just going based off of like what general knowledge I have based on manga to, anime adaptations in general. So
Okay, good news for anyone who's a fan of this.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. 7 volumes. It has 7 volumes.
Still, that's a
not
good
8.
amount.
I mean, that's still enough to at least get them through to a second core or like a season 2. So, granted, depending on the manga publication, how often the chapters come out will then dictate how quickly the volumes can be made. Because, the tankobon, which are like the individual volumes of manga, like the ones that we buy in the store, those, depending on how many chapters they get per book, like that will essentially dictate how fast it can come out after that point. So, anyway, continue. I mean, I think it's Cece's turn.
My turn. Yeah, I liked it. I feel like it has the same vibes as, what did we do last week?
Spy Family?
Bye.
That one, yes. I think if you liked that show, you will enjoy this one. Yeah, that's mostly it. It's cute. It's fun.
I also really liked it. I really enjoyed the fact that even though Kirishima's like this loud, explosive gangster, they didn't translate that into how he dealt with Yaika, which I feel like is usually the trope I see with that, where they're like, oh, the child is softening the angry older person into being like a better person. But like, he genuinely feels like a pretty good guy, minus the Yakuza bits when he's with her.
Yeah. Very true.
Oh, I looked it up. It is in English.
Okay,
You
good.
can buy it on Amazon.
I
Nice.
do just have one very pressing thing I need to know.
Yes.
So, the actual father, he said he stopped bringing Yaika to see her mother after she turned 3, which implies the accident happened when she was 2 or younger.
Mm-hmm.
She's now 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, at minimum, 5 years?
4.
Yes.
They explain everything in episode 5 that you're about to ask. Why
No.
they haven't
No.
been.
No. Why is there still a bandage on her head?
That's a good
Oh, I didn't even see
point.
that. Maybe
It's been 5
Maybe-
years.
hear me out. Maybe every now and then there's like a little hole there. They open it up just to poke around a little bit and be like, "Hey, you think anything turning on yet?" No. Okay, put the bandage back on.
I
Like-
understand that they wanted to convey, like, oh, she's in the hospital because of a serious accident and in a coma, but, like,
Yeah.
keep up with your own plot. Damn.
Maybe there's like a scar or something that they just want to cover up from like surgery.
She's just in a coma.
Yeah, but you don't know what happened before she was in that coma. She might have like gone through some stuff and like had to have an opera. I don't know. I'm
When they-
trying to think of something.
Question: when they were putting her in the ambulance, did she have that bandage on her forehead?
I think they put something on her forehead and she had a neck brace on.
Okay.
So
So she went into
we
the
were-
coma after she got to the hospital.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
she said to Kirishima, "Take care of my husband and my daughter while I'm away."
Yeah.
Essentially.
Okay,
So
actually, Envy, do they answer this question in episode 5?
Yes.
About the bandage, specifically.
But not the bandage, but they explain a little bit about the mother's backstory of how she got into the accident. They also explain why Yaika hasn't seen her in 5 years.
Okay.
We were joking that what's his face, Daddy Yakuza, he was like, "Oh no, she's sick. I'm gonna put band-aids on her and heal her."
Her
This-
brain is still broken. Don't you dare take it off.
The hospital staff will remove it,
honestly-
like, this is not, and then he'll just be like, "No, she's healing. She needs band-aid."
In all honesty, the real reasoning they give in episode 5 is actually very touching. By the very end, it actually got me a little emotional by the end. I'm not gonna lie,
Oh shit, it's gonna go there.
because like Yaika's voice actress, they don't even have a Wikipedia page for her because I think she's probably brand new in the industry. I think she's doing a very good job.
Because it's
of-
probably a
voice
child.
Is she a child actress?
I'm gonna say no because most people that voice children in Japan are at least in their early 20s. So
I don't know. I have heard quite a few voice actors that are actually, they do sometimes get actual children to voice the children.
I'm gonna throw it out there. With the booming genre of "This is my new kid" anime, there might be a lot more child actors in anime now, just because they were like,
Yeah.
well, the whole premise is the child, so we have to make sure that they're actually a child. What you got? You found something?
Yeah, but it doesn't give her birth year, only her birth date.
Okay, that says to me that she's a minor, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks like
So,
it.
that looks like at best 14, but I'm guessing younger.
Yeah, she looks probably like a tween or whatever.
I'm guessing
12,
anywhere from
I don't know.
12 to 14, something like that. That's pretty young. That's pretty high pitch. I think you can get it like that's like that good cusp of like
according to my anime list, she's 22.
Oh.
you got to be fucking
She's a
kidding
very
me.
young looking 22.
Wow. I was about to be like, okay.
Oh yeah, she's born in
She
2000.
kind of looks 12. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, I got nothing for you there, man. She looks like a child.
I mean,
She's got baby
Wait,
face.
Was she Kari from Digimon?
Yeah, that's what
Son
it
of a
says.
bitch.
Okay. So she's not that new.
Oh, so she's not new.
huh.
Well, I don't know that she was original Kari. She would have been like negative
That was the
one.
reboot.
Negative
That was the
one.
Even
reboot.
the reboot's not that new anymore, though.
No. That's like
2 years
almost
old.
isn't it older?
I thought it was
Nope,
like...
it came out in 2020.
Oh, alright. I thought it was 2019.
It
But
was
that's like
specifically this-
8 seasons of like new anime. It's not that new.
Yeah, that's the new one.
Yeah,
That's true.
the new one.
Oh, did you ever watch Tootsie?
Tootsie? The Dustin Hoffman?
Tootsie.
Sootsie.
No, not Tootsie. Sootsie, yeah.
I've seen
The African
Tootsie.
one?
I enjoyed Tootsie.
Not that one.
What's Sootsie?
It's an African movie. I don't remember which country. I just remember it was from Africa, and it's like this gangster. He steals a car, and he doesn't realize that the person who he stole it from, their child was in the back seat. So he has to care for this infant.
Huh.
He didn't just, like, drop the kid off somewhere?
No.
So,
He's a criminal, not a monster.
I mean, if you just drop the child off somewhere, that's still not good.
no, but if you, like, drop the kid off in front of a police station or something, I don't know.
I mean, you can do that, but then the
You're
police
giving
station
the police your face
your
ID.
face, and then also it can probably track the car.
Maybe.
Or at least get your license plate.
Depends what country it's in and what the infrastructure's like.
I mean, I suppose.
Like here, yeah, that's easy. We don't know what country this is. We don't know what part of the country it's in. It's...
South Africa.
Okay, that's a little
Okay,
on
so
the
it's
developed
pretty
side.
advanced.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Oh, that's right. He shoots the woman before stealing her car.
Oh!
So it might have been he didn't know if the mom was alive or
Hey,
not.
yeah, that...
He shot the mom?
Okay,
I guess
so
it was a carjacking.
criminal and a monster.
So,
It was a good movie.
Is the mom alive?
I hope so.
Gonna
now-
spoil it. He does return the baby at the end. I do
Okay.
not remember if it was to the
They
mom or
didn't
the
say to
dad,
who.
but the baby makes it home.
Okay, the baby makes it home. That's good. So on that note, babysitting for Yakuzas.
Oosh. Well, I think this is a lot more pleasant than that scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, for now. We'll see what happens. You know at some point. Because, like, they've been setting up this whole, like, you're a liar. And, like, people say that I'm, like, a demon, like a monster. Liar, you're too nice to be a monster. And you know she's gonna see him, like, beating the shit out of someone at some point. And she's gonna be like, I'm scared of you now.
No. Yakuza's stone cold killer.
Is she
I think
Stone
there's a
Cold
little
Killer
psycho
yet?
in there.
Does she know what Yakuza is yet? Does she know what Daddy does for his money yet? What child does at the age of 7?
I think she's got a little psycho in there.
I think to me, my headcanon is that she knows I think she knows that he's a boss of some kind. Why else would you have all these random guys living with you? But I don't know if she knows that, what a Yakuza does. That's just my headcanon. Like, I don't know if she knows about, the money, the murder, that stuff.
Just waiting on career day. That'll be fun.
At least she has a fun aunt that could, shield her from Daddy's dirty work.
Maybe. But now Fun Aunt is not around as much. You know who he is? Mr. Bodyguard.
Why was the aunt, like, so comfortable with, like, the Yakuza?
I mean, her
Did they explain that?
her sister was married to the guy for a number of
Yeah,
years.
I think she might have been a little bit more involved with the family, particularly after her sister went into the hospital.
Yeah, especially with the
So-
kid and everything. I mean, like,
Yeah, but, like, I feel like they're trying to portray her and the mom as, like, they were just normal, everyday citizens.
it's
And, like, I
possible.
feel like it doesn't make sense for them to then be like, yes, Yakuza, Mafia, I love that.
I feel like they're privy to that information. How they see, like, the actual people that are involved in the organization, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, but, like, so they're like, Yaika's mom was like the nicest, kindest person ever. How can she be that knowing her husband murders people?
That is a great question that's been brought up, many times whenever you talk about, like, the mafia in any sort of country or, area or whatever. And, like, a lot of it is based on the perspective that you have towards whoever that is. You might be aware that what they do for money or what they do for a living might not be good towards a lot of people, but then there's also the element of, well, they've never done anything bad to me in my life. Or they've been very kind to me or this neighborhood or what have you. I mean, like, there's plenty of stories even in this country where, you have people who, like, will outright defend the mob even if they're not in it because they're like, no, they did a lot of good things for this neighborhood. And they did, like, my grandmother even. I want to point out right now, my family was never in the mafia. We're not going to talk about that again. But we knew who they were. And you knew who to either, one, avoid, or two, if you had a problem. And I just want to say this is a while ago. This was like back in like the 60s, early 70s. This family's like pretty much gone at this point. But she described it as like at the time, you didn't have to worry about like going outside at night. You didn't have to worry about doing this or that because you knew nobody fucked around there. Because they knew if they did something bad, they would get in trouble with the actual bad guys. Who were kind of keeping order a little because they didn't want the cops coming around for like petty shit. Wow. So they're like, if you rob a house, we're gonna break your fucking legs.
This is just like Pio Fiore.
I don't know what that is.
It's an Otome game.
Okay. Well, I don't think it was like that, but so
So it's good to have friends in the mob.
Again, we do not want to make any sort of, like, straight-up associations here. But her experience with people in that line of work was, for the most part, a positive one. And then how you look at them is different. Even if
you only have a positive experience, that doesn't mean you then get to cancel out all of the bad shit they do. You know they're doing that bad shit. Even if they're not doing it to you.
Part of it also depends on exactly what is it they're doing. We don't know what the actual businesses are of this family.
Yeah.
Is it extortion? That's not good. Is it murder? Like, they clearly go and beat people up for coming onto their turf, but what do they do on their turf? We don't know. Maybe they're just, like, running numbers or something. Something like that. Money lending occasionally. Like, are they running drugs? Is it that bad? We don't know. So until we know more about what the dad is into, I don't know. Maybe they're benign for the most part. And just, they're like that. They're kind of hitting that part of the law where it's like, yeah, this is illegal, but like, a lot of things are illegal. Who cares?
I mean, look at it this way.
Like this.
Look how many supporters and sycophants people that like were mass serial killers had over the years. Like, it's...
I don't want to say that that's the same thing, but...
I mean...
Well, no.
I see where you're going with it.
There's people that, see the good in bad people, whether it be for genuine reasons or they're just messed up.
Okay,
but
I don't know about that one.
Some people are just weirdly hot for serial killers, and it's very strange.
But at least for the dad, again, we don't know what... Like what Al said, we don't know what specifically Yakuza jobs or stuff they do, but at least, based on the limited interactions we've had with the dad, he seems like a, strict but fair type of guy. He cares about his daughter. He lets his underlings get away with a lot of shit, and like he respects them enough to treat them as part of his family. So, maybe that was this kind of thing that the mother found appealing about him.
Yeah. I mean, again, we don't know as much about the dad as we can to fully render a judgment on everything he's doing and then render a judgment on other people's decisions about him. I don't know. And again, my understanding of organized crime is based on, what I've read and seen in America as opposed to in Japan. I mean, it might be very different over there as well. Like, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Mom's just into that shit.
No.
We don't know yet. Has Kirishima actually murdered someone before?
I don't think we know.
He's definitely beaten the
I-
shit out of somebody.
I think it's implied that he has before.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
I mean, when you come back from missions with bloodstained clothing, that usually
you
means you did it.
come on. A broken
Might have
nose
just-
will give off a lot of blood.
He just stabbed a few
Yeah.
legs or something. We don't know.
I think he just
Stabbing a leg
busted a
is one of
bunch
the
of
easiest
teeth in.
ways to kill someone.
There are a lot of
Yep.
arteries in there.
Particularly in your thigh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He stabs them in the
probably
foot.
hurt. Maybe the foot. Maybe the foot.
There's a major artery there too.
He stabs them in the hands.
Okay, I think that's safe.
I mean, Yakuza have this thing about fingers and that, so, he might be chopping those
He
off.
just stabs them in the ass.
Stay away from your thumb.
Yes, the
Yeah.
only safe place to stab the ass.
The ass.
Well, according to that show Black Flag, or no, not Black Flag, that's the other pirate thing. Our flag means death. If you just shift all your organs to the one side, you can get stabbed right through the chest and it won't do
Yeah.
anything. You just got to pull it back out. Rub some salt on it or something. I don't know.
That's true.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's the way to take care of a wound.
Pirates are smart.
It's like a. Oh god, my brain just completely stopped functioning.
That's fine. Give it a second to reboot. Do you need a bandage?
We don't have a bandage, but we do have medical tape.
Medical
We were
tape
once-
will work. Wrap it around your head. It do the healing.
We were once discussing the best places to get stung by a bee in case it turned out you were allergic and it had to be amputated before you could get help.
Little
And Gab
finger?
said, the kidney.
How
You
was
don't need both of those.
First off, how do
God.
you
Gonna
get stung?
sting
You
you
can
in
get
the
stung
kidney.
around the kidney, but on the actual kidney is not a thing. That's inside your butt. That's an inside thing.
That would be
The
the
other one.
stinger of like a killer. That stinger would have to be like a missile going in.
That's
your
one of those
body.
killer space beasts from Futurama, is what that is. Points to the people who know that episode.
It's a bee drill.
Peter. We have killer wasps.
The killer part is in reference to local flora and fauna. Not us.
The death wasps?
Yeah, they could.
You mean the murder hornets that made all the news?
Those. Yes. Murder hornets.
Yeah, the chance of them killing you was extremely low.
Anyway.
I would say just amputate like the pinky toe because according to Phil of the Future, we're gonna evolve out of it.
Yeah, Phil of the
Really?
future.
That's
You're
the best
not
I
one.
think
wrong.
they said you need the pinky toe to balance, though.
Yeah.
Do you?
Not
You
as
need
much
the
anymore.
big toe. The big toe.
Yeah. The pinky's gonna go away after a while.
Well, shit.
First it loses the joint, and then we all get superpowers. Then it goes away
No.
completely.
Should I just chop off my sideways ones?
I mean, you can. I mean, they do it to, like, cats and dogs and stuff, so, People are basically that, too, half the time.
I don't know if we should do that.
Well, we'll see what
What are
happens.
you talking about?
Pinky
Anywho.
toes.
Where did this go?
It
don't
went
know.
it went all over the place. Now that's a tangent.
That was an actual tangent.
Back on
That was
point.
tangents off of tangents.
Well, hey, man, a tangent times a tangent. What is that? That's a tangent.
It's been a long time since I've been in geometry.
Yeah. So, babysitting?
Yay.
Yay.
Yay!
That's a yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, cool. Next time I have the toddler, I'm dropping her off with all y'all.
We didn't say we wanted to babysit. We were just down for more watching
you
babysitting
said
stuff.
babysitting, yay.
Hey, man, good luck trying to find me. Anywho, we should talk about
That's
next
fair.
week, because going off of our, what has been an unintentional trend of domestic anime? Was that a good way to describe it?
Domestic slice of life.
Domestic slice of, well, there we go, okay.
I feel like we
moving-
can narrow this even further of bad guy found family.
Okay,
That guy found daughter.
Ooh.
see, is Lloyd a bad guy?
He's a
Yes.
spy.
Does that make him a bad guy?
He's murdered people.
Does that make him a bad guy? Okay, yeah, he's murdered people, but he's hot. Haven't you seen all those people who are into serial killers? Yeah, that's a tangent. That's not really a tangent. Anyway, for this domestic slice of life trend that we seem to be going on, we will next week be watching another very domestic show, The Art of the House Husband.
I think it's The Way of the House.
The Way of the House Husband. Thank you. And another Yakuza doing the domestic life. Join us next time.
He actually quit it though.
Yeah, but you know, okay. So this is AYoN. What was the guy from the hospital? Owie. This is Owie's story. The Way of the House Husband. Join us. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon for notifications. If you enjoy this video, give us a like, and if you haven't already, check out some of our previous episodes, our daily gaming videos, or our parody series Madoka Magically Abridged. See you next time!